Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm bringing you my post MLG Columbus thoughts video. So this was a really entertaining event, in my opinion. One of the top three most entertaining events that I've watched. Advanced Warfare looks like it's gonna be a good year, man. It's pretty fun to watch, I will give it that. Anyways, let's talk about the placings, and then I'll just go through the top 8 and then kind of give my thoughts on each team. You know, what they did bad, what they did well, you know, all that sort of stuff. So FaZe won the event. If you don't have a Twitter and you didn't know that, FaZe did win the event, and it was pretty surprising, but at the same time, I guess it's not surprising, because I believe Aches has won the first event for the last 3 years or something like that. So I mean, I guess it's not that surprising that he did it again. The more surprising part is that he did it with this team, I guess, which this team, I think I had predicted them to place 5th. And they actually ended up winning. I mean, they were a good team, but they weren't, like, I don't know, like, I couldn't put enough faith in them to win the event. But I mean, they came out and played amazing. Aches, top 5. When I go through each team, I'm gonna give you what I think each of the players is. I think Aches is a top 5 player in this game. And Sensor, man, I don't know what to say about Sensor. He actually did end up making a lot of good plays, and he played pretty well at this event. Although he had like 2 really stupid plays that he was getting roasted for. One where he missed the uplink where it was like a foot away and he missed it. Another one where he like literally just missed 30 bullets against Optic in the finals on CTF, where he could have prevented a flag cap. Other than that, like, I didn't really see anything too bad from him. He had like a 40 bomb. He made some plays. He was the one who made the plays in the final map, Game 5 S&D. He was the one who made the plays in that. I mean, he honestly played pretty well. Very unexpected. I mean, I guess Aches just, you know, showed him the ropes. Showed him how to actually be good at the game. I don't know. Slasher, probably going to be the best, like, up-and-comer in Advanced Warfare. Like, I think he had like 12K followers or something on Twitter before this event started. Now I don't know, he passed me the fuck up, but he's probably like 25 or something like that now. He played really good. I think he's a top 10 player in this game, at least based on this event. He made a lot of good plays. Pretty good Slayer. He drops a lot of numbers. I mean, that's all I can really say. I mean, if you watch the finals, you know what I'm talking about. And then they have Apathy. I don't think Apathy's as good at this game as he was at Ghost, but he makes a lot of fucking plays. Like, he doesn't drop as many kills in this game, but he always clutches up and makes a lot of really good plays. He's just a reliable player. But, I mean, other than that, that's all I can really say about FaZe. I don't know if this is going to continue. Honestly, this wasn't even their best form, I guess. Their best way they could play. I don't even know what I'm saying. Well, because Aches fucked up his hand. Like, it was pretty bad. You can go to his Twitter and see the pic of it. Like, it was pretty bad. Like, it was like right on the bottom part of his thumb, like on his palm. And it had like stitches and shit. It looked pretty gross. I definitely see that impacting him. And then apparently, like, he spent the whole night in the emergency room and shit, so he was on no sleep. And he had like a fucked up thumb. Still did really well. So I mean, this isn't even as good as they could be, you know, because he could definitely play better. Because I know on Friday he was top 5 in KD, and then he didn't do as well the rest of the tournament. So that definitely played a factor as well, so that they could be even better. So that's pretty crazy to think about. But now let's talk about Optic. This is the team I thought was going to win the event. They ended up placing 2nd. They honestly choked in the finals. So basically, they hadn't lost all throughout winter bracket, or champ bracket, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. They didn't lose. So FaZe had to beat them twice. They had to beat them in 2 best-of-5. So technically, Optic really just, they choked because they only had to win 1, and FaZe had to win 2. And FaZe ended up doing it, which I thought would be absolutely impossible, but they did. And it was pretty crazy, especially because Optic won the first Hardpoint in the first best-of-5. Crim dropped 49. Like, I was just like, damn, Optic's about to just rape them. FaZe came back, won that best-of-5, won the second best-of-5. I was like, well, damn, okay. But let me go through the players. Scump, I think he's a top 3 player in this game. He was number 2 overall Slayer. I think he was like top 15. No, I think he was like top 10 in KD, actually. I don't know. He was high up there. Crim, I think he's the best player in the game. He made so many plays for them throughout the entire weekend. Dropped a lot of numbers in Hardpoint. He outslayed Scump for a lot of the Hardpoints, which was pretty surprising to me. Formal, I think he's top 5. Potentially, but he didn't play that great on Friday or Saturday, but on Sunday, he played really damn good on Sunday. Except for the finals, he played like normal in the finals, but against Prophecy and I think against Envy, I think those are 2 teams, I don't know, that they played on Sunday, he played really well in those matches, and that's what I kind of expect to see from him, and he didn't really show me that until Sunday, but on Sunday he played really fucking good. Then we got Nade. I mean, honestly, he just didn't have a good event, I would say. Although, in Respawn, I don't expect him to, because, you know, look at his team. There honestly aren't that many kills for him to go and get, but he needs to be getting, I'd say, a good range for them would be if he gets around 20 to 30. 30 would be like really damn good for him, but he needs to at least be getting 20 every hardpoint. If he doesn't get 20, I'd consider that a bad game. Because I'll give you an example. I remember in the hardpoint versus Envy, they won by like 5 points, and Crim was going off. Crim and Formal both dropped 40, Scump dropped like 35, and Nade dropped like 17, I believe, and they only won that hard point by like 5 points, even though they completely outslayed them, because all of Envy was like negative. I think Merc was the only one who was positive, and they only won by like 5 points, even though, you know, you have 2 people on your team dropping 40. And then they played another hard point versus Prophecy, and everyone dropped above 30 kills, and they beat them by like 150 points. So if you just look at the kill difference right there, Nade got 17, and when Nade got 30, they just completely destroyed the team. So they can still win if he does bad, but they need to, if he can play at least 20, if he gets 25 kills, like they'll beat most teams by like 50 plus points in hardpoint. They'll beat them comfortably. So I think that's what he needs to try to do. He needs to step it up just a little bit, and their hardpoint game will increase dramatically. And it's important that they're good at hardpoint, because hardpoint's going to be the first map they always play in every series. And this is a team that really feeds off momentum. So if they can come out strong and win that first hardpoint, they have a much greater chance of winning the series, in my opinion. That's just the feeling I get from this team. So they need to focus on that. And another thing, Nade's not going to be as good at S&D in this game as he was in Ghost. For one reason alone, he's the bomb bitch in this game. You know, they had Proofy plant the bombs for them in Ghost, so Nade could kind of just do his thing, flank, and, you know, get the kills or whatever. In this game, he has to be the bomb bitch, so half the rounds, he's probably just going to die, not getting any kills. So he's not going to put up as many good numbers in Search as people probably expect from him, and people need to take that into account, that he is the bomb bitch. So, I mean, you don't get that many kills when you're the one playing the bomb, because a lot of times you die right when you plant it. So that's just another thing people got to take into account. But other than that, Optic Gaming is looking really strong, and they should be placing really well this entire year. They just choked the finals, that's all you can really say. They only had to win one best of 5, I mean, they just choked. So, now we got 3rd place with Prophecy. Extremely unexpected. I didn't even think they would place top 8. I knew Parasite was really good. Parasite's probably a top 5 player in this game. He holds the most kills on land right now with the 60 bomb. That's fucking insane. I didn't know what to expect from the rest of this team, though, but they all played pretty damn well, and I mean, they were like one of the only teams that used cloak and shit apparently, so maybe that's why they placed this well, because a lot of other teams didn't want to do that. So when cloak and shit gets banned, maybe they won't place as well. I don't really know, but for this event, they played really good, and Parasite's actually really good this game. He's back to like being a top player like he was in Black Ops 2. I know in Ghost like he wasn't really that good, but in this game he's pretty good. 4th was TK. I don't even know. I expected them to place like 8th, but then they placed 4th. Looney apparently is really good at this game. You know, he was the top 2 in KD, and he played more maps than like all the people above him and stuff. So I'm not really sure like if he's just like a beast at this game or not. Sharp top 5 KD, and Goonjar was top 10 KD. So all of TK played really, really well. So I'm not sure if this was just like a one-time thing or they're actually this good, but they all played really well. To have 3 players in the top 10 for KD is insane, and that doesn't happen very often. So I mean, props to all of them for playing pretty well. Envy plays 5th. I think JCap, Nameless, and Clayster, shit, maybe even Merc, to be honest, he was going off. All of them have potential to be top 10, if not already top 10. Like, I haven't really gone through and thought about who's my top 10, but I think this whole team has potential to be top 10 players in this game. I know JCap holds the uplink record for kills with 37, although I swear I saw Scump get more than that once. I think maybe he got 36. I think he either got 36 or 38. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure Scump got more than that, but that's what the stats say. But they're a team that's kind of even. Like, I feel like all of them usually do around the same numbers, and that they rely more on teamwork and stuff. But they're a really strong team, and even though Optic 3-0'd them, like, it wasn't really like a blowout. Like, it was a pretty close game. So, I mean, they're a good-ass team, and definitely can see them winning events and placing really well for the rest of AW. The main thing that sticks out to me about them is that they're really mature. Like, this is an older team. I think everyone on this team is over 20, I'm pretty sure, but you can't really say that about most of the teams. So, everyone on this team is just older and more mature, and I think actually they might all be like over 21. I don't even know how old they are, but this is like an older team, I'm pretty sure. So anyways, they just have that maturity and stuff to where they can use that to their advantage and place well. So 6th was Denial. I think Saints, he has the potential to be a top 5, if not top 3 player in this game. He started out on Friday amazing. They actually 3-0'd FaZe in the pool play, but then they ended up losing to him later on. Saints is good as fuck at this game. Zuma, I think he has top 10 potential as well. He has the record for most CTF kills with 47, and he has the record for most S&D kills with 15, which is pretty crazy to hold 2 game type records. He played really well, and I think he definitely could be a top 10 player in this game. Honestly, Denial kind of underperformed, to be honest. I expected them top 3 minimum. I predicted them top 2, so I think, this placement, it was a little bit low for them, but at the same time, they did lose to the people who won the event, so, you can only take that so far. Now, 7th was Optic Nation, and basically what you saw online was exactly what you saw at the event. Karma was the only one with a positive KD on his team. I think he's a top 10 player, potentially top 5. He was top 10 in the slaying category. It's unacceptable for Proofy to have a negative KD on land. It's absolutely unacceptable, especially on this team. And TP should be around a 1. He shouldn't be negative on this team either. Embos is the only one that where it would actually be acceptable to have a negative KD. I think TP should be right around a 1, and Proofy should have definitely over a 1. And obviously Karma, he did have over 1. He did his job. So the rest of this team just needs to help Karma, in my opinion. That's exactly what we were seeing online with this team. Karma going off, the rest of the team struggling. I thought it would change on land. It didn't. I think Proofy had one really good game where he had like a 42 bomb in CTF, which is pretty insane. But other than that, you can't be a slayer of a team and have a negative KD. That means you're not doing your job. So I need the rest of this team to step it up, and this team should be placed in top 5, top 3. So anyways, 8th place was Justice. Enable, he's a fucking beast in this game. I think he's another player that's gonna have a breakout year. Definitely top 10 potential. I believe he had like the 7th best KD or something. He definitely had a top 10 KD. Mochilla, another beast at this game. I think he has a top 10 player potential as well. He was top 10 in the slaying category. He was pretty high up there in the KD as well, I'm pretty sure. Justice kind of surprised people. The only problem with this team is I believe they lost like 90% of their searches. I think they went like 2 and 10 in searches or something like that. So if this team can step up at search and destroy game, they should be placing like top 5, because they really beat almost everyone in the respawns and then just end up losing the searches. But that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna cover the top 8. All the other teams, they didn't place top 8. I know Noble placed top 16. I think Rise placed around the same. So did SB. I'm forgetting too many teams. AR, they all placed like top 16, I believe. But that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like rating if you did. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.